Can you ever reach your goals if you never change anything about your life? Hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney, and I specialize helping people transition to a plant-based lifestyle, but also I help them with changing their mindset around eating. And one of the things that I've learned over the last 5 years, that I've been doing this for my personal life. I went from 550 plus pounds to 235 pounds. But more importantly, I've been able to not have to worry about gaining weight ever again, meaning I'm never dieting. How would you feel if you could never have to diet again? And so let's get into today's Monday mindset. And so this little munchie is going to be about change. Like, are you willing to change to get what you want? And this is really important because I was reading over one of my favorite books this weekend, The Alchemist. And if you never read it, I do recommend you reading. It's by Paulo Coelho. And you can get it on Audible, you can get it on Kindle, you can even read it for free on YouTube. So money is not an issue when it comes to reading books. But the main character in there, pretty much his parents wanted him to be a preacher. And so they saved up all their money. They were a poor family and they saved up everything they had just so he can go learn from a monastery. And he learned from a young child, but he had a dream inside of him that he didn't want to be a preacher. He wanted to be a shepherd. He wanted to have his goats and just travel the land, learn new countries, learn new areas, and also just learn new people. And so he had to make a decision of, is he going to keep going down his path of a monastery, not reaching his dreams, or is he going to go and change everything about his life, doing something he didn't know nothing about? And he ended up living his life and reaching something called his personal legend, which I think we call personal legends nowadays just goals or things that we desire. But the important part about it was he had to change everything about him to reach his personal legend. And at the end of his legend, there was gold coins and things like that. But what is at the end of your personal legend? What is the goal that you have? Is it just to lose weight? Is it to not have to take as much insulin? Is it just to be able to do some normal functioning, such as walking up a flight of stairs without being, bending over and just grasping for air? These are the things that you have to start asking yourself. What is the personal legend that you want to achieve? What is the goal that you are here to accomplish? What are your desires in life? Because once you start realizing what are the things that you want, you'll start knowing exactly where you have to change areas of your life. So just to give you my personal example, I wanted to be a better husband. I wanted to be a protector and a provider for my wife. And we can all agree someone that's 550 plus pounds, can't get around, can barely move, on tons of medication, needing a CPAP in the machine at night to breathe at night, is not someone who is any of those, protector, provider, or someone who's going to be around for a long time. And so I had to start changing. What do I have to, and so I asked myself, what do I have to change about my life to where I am no longer this person that I don't want to be? And for me, it was changing my eating lifestyle, meaning I started changing exactly how I approach foods. One of the things I started seeing was I was getting some of the same illnesses as my mother, same illnesses as my grandparents, same illnesses as extended family. And one of the things I noticed when I started going to family functions, we were eating the same food, just in different portions. One of the things I know is I ate very large portions of food. I was having sickness a lot faster than other people. And I laugh about that now because of where I'm at, but I wasn't laughing when I was in it, because I was just begging. I was reaching out to the VA, reaching out to doctors, reaching out to holistic, homeopathic, all these different things out there, trying to think someone else is going to be the cure that I need. But the only cure that I needed was changing my life, changing the things about my patterns, my habits, the way I was approaching eating. And once I started changing that, I started seeing results fast. So I'm talking about, and I changed my eating lifestyle. It's been about 5.5 years now. And we're talking about from being 33 years old to where I was fat, sick, nearly dead, literally dying. I was taking over 40 prescription pills. I was needing a CPAP machine to breathe at night because I couldn't breathe on my own, to where I'm at today, to where I don't need a CPAP machine anymore. I threw it away over 4 years ago. I haven't taken any prescription pills in over 5 years now. Like, these are the things that I'm talking about. I became a protector and a provider for my husband, for my wife. I'm sorry. I'm a husband that I want to be. You know, like, those are the things that I reach. And people like to say, like, oh, it's a miracle. Oh, you're so lucky. Luck and miracles had nothing to do with it. There was no heavenly being from the sky that said, Jason, you've suffered long enough. Now I'm going to let you start having the things that you desire. There wasn't no scratch off. I didn't scratch my way off to being a healthier person. I took sacrificing my time. And also I started sacrificing the things that I thought I loved, and I started changing them for things that was better to help me reach my goal. And you have to do the same thing. So start embracing change, because if you don't embrace change, you're going to always be in your comfort zone, and our comfort zone keep us in where we are. And if you're not happy where you are right now, more than ever, you want to get out of your comfort and start changing some things about your life. So just start thinking. The action step for today is just think, what is the one thing that you can start changing right now to reach your goal? I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you have a goal of losing weight, you need to focus on the 80% activity of what are you eating. If you have a goal of just wanting to be healthier, especially if you're suffering from lifestyle issues, you need to start focusing on your eating lifestyle. So what is the area of your eating lifestyle that you're going to change? And remember, change means completely opposite of what you're doing. So change does not mean going from fried chicken to baked chicken. You're still eating the same thing. Change doesn't mean going from fried foods to grilled foods. What are you really changing? Like, really understand your eating lifestyle and start focusing on what you're going to change. Because this is information that we have not been taught. Like, don't feel bad or beat yourself up. Like, we have not been taught from birth. What does it mean to start changing the way we eat? What does it mean to eat healthy? What is eating healthy? Most of us grow up our entire lives and seeing generation after generation of unhealthy eating habits. So because we don't see eating habits, we don't understand that they exist. Until we start understanding that there is a better way to eat, until we start understanding there is a better level of health that we can have, we never believe that we can truly have it. So it starts becoming with understanding. And the first way to start understanding what you can have is by start understanding what you no longer want to have. So that way you can focus on what you need to change. So I hope you got value from this. Have a great Monday. And really, like I say, do the action step. What are you willing to change to help get you to the goals that you want? And just go through that today. Have a great Monday and stay supercharged.